So we'll solve moment of inertia of the T section here. Your top portion is 150 by 40 mm and the web area is 40 by 100 mm. Okay, so this is the T section here, of which we are going to find the moment of inertia. Now initially we require to find the centroid of this particular T section in order to find the moment of inertia about the x axis. Okay, now as the particular T section is symmetrical about the y axis, okay, so here x bar will be equal to 150 by 2. Okay, we need to find y bar in order to locate the x axis. Now in the problem it is given that you have to find moment of inertia of this T section about the x axis. Okay, so in order to locate the x axis we need to find y bar. Okay, and y bar have to be found from the base of the T section. Okay, so here we have to first, our job is to divide this particular T section into parts. Okay, first part will be the flange section, that is the top portion, and second part will be the web section, that is the vertical column section here. Okay, that is the web section, second part. Okay, our next work is to find area of first part and second part and to find y1 and y2. Correct. So here area of first section will be 150 by 40, area of the second section will be 40 by 100, that we know. Okay, then y1 here with respect to the base of the T section, y1 will be the distance taken from the base of the T section up till the centroid of the first section. Okay, so that will be 40 by 2 plus 100 will be y1. Okay, and y2 will be merely, it will be 100 by 2, it will be y2. Okay, so hence y bar will be calculated as a1 y1 plus a2 y2 upon a1 plus a2 will be y bar. Okay, so I hope there is no problem in finding out the y bar because it is the part of centroid. Further, we have to find moment of inertia of the individual part about its centroidal axis. So moment of inertia of the first section about the centroidal axis, about its own centroidal axis, about its own axis. So that will be BD cube by 12. And B here will be 150, D will be 40. So BD cube by 12 will get the moment of inertia of first portion of first part about its center. Okay, then moment of inertia of the second part about its own centroidal x-axis will be again BD cube by 12. Here B is nothing but 40 and D is 100. Okay, so here we will find moment of inertia of the second portion of the second part, BD cube by 12. Now next is to find the distance between the centroidal axis xx and the axis of the individual parts. Now first part is the flange part, uska x, say that is the first part, so its own axis will be x1 axis. Okay, we know the distance from the base, is y1. Okay, so y1 minus y bar will give you the distance between the two parallel axes, that is x1 axis and xx axis. Okay, so that will be h1. Then the distance between the two parallel axes, that is the x axis and x2 axis, so that will be calculated by y2 minus y bar. that will be h2. Okay, now here after finding the distance between two parallel axes, applying parallel axis theorem in order to find moment of inertia of this entire T section about its own centroidal axis. So here it will be Ig1 plus A1 h1 square plus Ig2 plus A2 h2 square. Okay, so Ig1 is calculated by BD cube by 12, Ig2 is calculated by BD cube by 12 again. Okay, and h1, as I said, it will be y1 minus y bar, and h2 will be y2 minus y bar. And here we find the moment of inertia of the entire T section about its centroidal xx axis by applying parallel axis theorem. Ig1 plus A1 h1 square plus Ig2 plus A2 h2 square. So here we get moment of inertia of the T section about the centroidal xx axis. This green line is the centroidal xx axis.